very, very precious moment for me, as Violin is my boyhood friend, and again coming back to my boyhood friend is a most important thing. It's a cycle, and it was triggered by two of my friends, Tanmoy and Vikram, in an occasion where Tanmoy almost compelled me to play a violin score on his composition. I was just trying to pass, no, I'll not play. Rashid is singing, I'm playing, Vikram playing, my violin is not. Well, no, you have to come and you have to play. So just, I had to play. People sort of loved it, liked it. 1.5 years back or 2 years back, in Bikram's house, Bikram insisted that now, the number of films that you have done in 2 years, you have to come with albums. Same number of albums. And long back, we tried to do certain experiment. Long back in our college days, we tried to experiment, and it was a successful experiment, though. I am indebted to all my friends who have inspired me, not knowing my worth of being a violinist, because I always feel that, okay, I am a modest musician. But my friends, Bitan, poet Shogolo Chattopadhyay, ora shobai ekhane ache, Bakuda, Robin Sarkar, Robinda is there. I played in so many of his films. And definitely Gautam Da, who actually recorded me, he was my music director, as a musician, my music director and fast recording engineer. Who recorded absolutely, a car is going, no, not now, right after that. With a headphone, he was started recording. In the bedroom. In the bedroom. And that Gautam Da is here, there can't be, I mean, beyond my joy. And what I would say, that our generation, the next generation, and the very next generation, we are introduced to the great world of violin by Subramaniam sir. All the masters, I think we all know why we are here. Thanks to Times Music for launching the CD. Jake niye ei kaj needs no introduction. The world knows him as a celebrated music director. On a personal note, আমি ওকে জানি, আমার ছোটবেলার বন্ধু মিউজিশিয়ান দেবজ্যোতি মিশ্র। আমরা আমাদের জীবন ছোট থেকে শুরু করেছিলাম। We started our life together as musicians. আমার বাড়ির কাছে বালিগঞ্জেও থাকতো, and we would meet often. We'll talk about music, and that is how the journey began. তো সেটা হতে হতে একটা বটগাছ যখন হলো, দেবু standard out to be one of the best music directors that India could have. আর ওর বিভিন্ন কাজ মাত্রাটা স্টলওয়ার্ড মিউজিক কম্পোজারদের সঙ্গেও কাজ করেছে, শিখেছে, সলিল চৌধুরীর সঙ্গে কাজ করেছেন, প্লাস ফিল্ম ডিরেক্টরস যারা আমাদের প্রণম্য মানুষ, তাদের সবার সঙ্গে ও কাজ করার সুযোগ পেয়েছে। আজকের প্রজন্ম পর্যন্ত, ঋতুদা পর্যন্ত ও কাজ করে গেছে। তার মধ্যে গৌতম দা আমাদের অত্যন্ত শ্রদ্ধার দাদা, গুরু, একটা গুরুই বটে গৌতম দা আমাদের কাছে। তো গৌতম দার সঙ্গে কাজ করেছে। আর দেবু তাছাড়া একটা পেইন্টার, ওর ছবি এক্সিবিশন হয়েছে, ওর ছবি বিভিন্ন জায়গায় গ্যালারিতে শোভা পায়। সুতরাং দেবুর সম্বন্ধে বলার শেষ নেই। বাকি যারা চারজন রয়েছেন, রূপক ভাই আমাদের অত্যন্ত প্রিয় মানুষ, শ্যামসুন্দর জুয়েলার্স, সবসময় যে কোনো কাজে whenever we ask for help, রূপক ভাই is there. So thanks রূপক ভাই, thank you for coming. গৌতম দা সম্বন্ধে আমি আগেই বললাম, আমাদের বড় দাদা, গুরু। বিভিন্ন সময় গান বাজনা নিয়ে এক ছবি তোলার, ছবি সিনেমা বানানোর বাইরে একটা ওশান অফ নলেজ অ্যাবাউট মিউজিক। নিজে বাজান পিয়ানো এবং বিভিন্ন ক্লাসিক্যাল, ওয়েস্টার্ন অ্যান্ড ইস্টার্ন, তার সঙ্গে আলোচনা করে আমরা সমৃদ্ধ হয়েছি ছোট থেকে বিভিন্ন সময়। Next is Pandit Ji, Dr. L-Subramaniam. I think one of the greatest Indian musicians ever. And for me, he has been a mentor, a guide. You know, we have spent numerous occasions together, learning from him, talking about music from him. আর দেবু একটা সুন্দর কথা আগের দিন বলেছিল যে when we were growing up, তখন আমাদের কাছে only reference point for Western and Eastern music was Dr. L-Subramaniam. We would always listen to his music because he's the one যার জন্য আমরা Stephen Grappelli-কে জেনেছি. He made us, you know all these great masters. You know, so his collaboration with Lord Yuthi Menuhin. So he, as a composer, as a musician, it is a great blessing for all of us to have Gautamda and Dr. Subramaniam to come here and bless Debu. I'm so proud and happy.
And to see his journey, it makes me really proud because, as Tanmoy said, he's a brilliant music director, and we still have a lot of conversations regarding music, background, blah blah. But I remember particularly, maybe a year and a half or 2 years back, Debu and I were sitting and discussing exactly this, what you have released today. That this side of Debu, the fact that he is such a wonderful musician, that the violin sits so wonderfully on his hands, I think that needed to come out, you know, that makes this occasion really special, because you must have done umpteen films in your life. I mean, there's so many films you've done and you've done such a brilliant job. But really happy and proud to see that as a musician, you have come out with an album, and I know you have plans of doing a whole series of many albums. We discussed that. So here's a big best of luck to you, best wishes to you. God bless, and really proud of you. Well done, Debu.
Of course, our great Dr. Subramaniam. I'm also thankful to Tanmoy and Debu for this invitation to release this wonderful CD, Tagore on String, by Debojyoti Mishra. I feel so proud about Debu. I can tell you, few sort of memories. I remember in the early 80s, one of my friends, Laltu Dashgupta, he was a recordist and a musician. He brought Debu to my house. I was making a short film for television, Puri. And in the film, there was a character played by Rosharaj Chakraborty. He was a mad violinist. And I remember Dipankar Dey and Shubhitra Mukherjee was also sort of performed in the film. And I asked Debu, why don't you play the violin pieces for this wonderful character? And he played, and I recorded the whole thing in a Uhar recorder at my residence. We didn't have money to go to the theatre. And after that I realized, and I found in him a very talented musician. His understanding of pitch, tone, tempo, and overall understanding of compositions, I found is absolutely brilliant. And I was just waiting to see Debu to become a great composer one day. And he became. And we all know his contribution as a composer, as a musician. Another incident, much later, of course, Debu played as a musician in many of my films, early films, with other great violinists like Kishil, Shobhishil, Dilip Babu. Then Debu was a very young musician. But many years later, I remember I was making a documentary, long documentary on Satyajit Ray, and there was a sequence that Upendra Kishore Rajadra's grandfather used to play Rabindrasangeet on violin. So I asked Debu, why don't you come and play this piece for me? Well, no, Gautamda, I've stopped playing. No, I know you're composing, of course, you're contributing a lot, but basically you're a great violinist. Come and play this piece because it's a very special composition. I need your hand. I need your string. And he played wonderful. I still remember. If you see the film, you'll find that those sort of pieces.
Friends, Gautamji and all my colleagues. He's also my colleague. So happy to release one of my colleagues' album, especially playing the violin, which I also try to play. We are in the same field. Thank you for inviting me to release the album, and thanks to Tagore for contributing to be part of it. I think whenever I hear, whenever I go anywhere, I look for violinists who are in different fields. Always violin as an instrument as fascinating. In this occasion, he has played all Tagore songs. I'm really looking forward to this. Hearing the CD, I'll buy it.
You take credit cards. Now you can't say anything.
I think his contribution is going to be fantastic. I mean, if he continues to play more things in violin, especially who could be a better interpreter for Tagore songs in violin than Debu's? Because he's from here, he knows the culture, he knows the songs. He's one of the greatest musicians and music directors, what I have understood. So I'm really looking forward to hearing more of his violin. Thanks for inviting me.